everybody. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie, part 2. I'm really excited about what we're showing this week because as soon as I saw it, it was like, oh my gosh, and I've used it a lot. So I'll share some of the samples that I've made with it as well. So Julie, what do you think of this suite that we're going to use?
I like it. It's not necessarily my cup of tea with the coloring, but I like the shortcut of the convenience of some of this designer paper. But I have to comment, you look fantastic,
Oh, thank
all
you.
dressed up. Like this is a little extra for Sunday stamping. So what's going on? Where are you headed?
Well, Dan and I have an American Legion event tonight. It's called the Americanism Dinner. And it's just to celebrate what we do to promote Americanism in our country. And this is a national thing. And well, I say we, but there is a group that's dedicated to it, and they go around to high schools, they sponsor events, and just encourage people or kids, really, our younger generation, um, to love our country and that sort of thing. And they share stories, and Junior ROTC is involved with it as well. So it's a nice night. We've gone before. So yeah. So I got
Well,
a
you
little
look very
dialed
nice.
up.
Hope
Don't
you
thank
have fun.
you. Thank you. Yeah, looking forward to it. Really am. Okay. So anyway, today, well, this was actually last night because we filmed it yesterday. But today is February 2nd. And I can't believe how fast January
Oh,
went.
I know.
This morning, I realized that I never sent out my Hostess Club reminder, which I do usually about a week ahead of time. And Hostess Club is this Wednesday.
Mm.
So I sent it out and I said that. I said, "Whoo, I can't believe, January just disappeared." So one of my club members said, "Thank you for the reminder because you're not kidding. I have no idea where January went." So it's not me, just me.
No.
So what are you guys doing this weekend? Anything exciting?
We're gonna go visit Claire. The girls have an archery tournament. Just all the normal
Yeah.
normal things. Keep them
Wow.
busy like we always do.
Yeah, you sure do. Well, I'm going to flip to my desktop to show you what we're using as soon as I switch my camera. All right, here we go. Whoops, wrong way. All right. Oh, man, I'm really up high. All right. We're in the mini catalog and we are on page, I want to say it starts on 23. It does, because this is like a mega suite. So you'll see all kinds of wonderful samples made using this suite or bundles and the whole 9 yards. So, for example, there's Storybook Garden Patch, there's Storybook Friends. We have some ribbon. We have these beautiful antique pearls. I just love those. We have 2 sets of designer series paper. I love this gingham or plaid. Gingham, plaid, take your pick. I think there is a gingham, one little gingham thing up here. Um, oh, here's another one. And then this great set of papers, and there's just a lot you can do with it, as Julie said. And then I think on the next page, there's even more samples of things that you could do as like some up close and personal um, projects that you can see, and do. I mean, I love this little thing. You die cut out this piece of dirt or ground, and it's got little slits in it, so you can stick some of these plants in. I mean, how clever is that?
I love that.
Steve? Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you. Okay. Let me show you the stuff in person. So let me start with the paper because okay. I'm going to start with this one, the 6x6, which is the plaid papers. And you get, I don't know, I think there's 12 different patterns and all kinds of different colors. I mean, look at this. You can't go wrong. You can use this for any occasion, really. I'm just kind of spread them all out here. Look at that. And the B side is more, more. Am I even in camera?
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is not a very organized way to showcase this paper, but there's just so much of it, right?
I think that patterns are really versatile and go with so many things.
Oh, they do. They really, truly do. All right. I am all getting really low on this next, the 12 by 12. This is the Storybook Friends. And there are two sheets of these die cuts. And there's so many different things that you can see. There's squirrels and bunnies and ducks and lambs and just all kinds of stuff and gardening stuff. You know, some wellies and this little squirrel riding a bike. I just love it. And so there's just a lot you can do. They're usually spread out all over my desk and then they fall on the floor. So I thought I better not even attempt to get them out to show you. You'll just have to get them. Okay, so the rest of these are 12 by 12 sheets, and this is all I have left of this pattern. I used it for Hostess Club. I used it for a team meeting, and I'll show you that sample in just a minute. But so this is all I have left. So I have to say that this is my favorite. And then the back side of this is just some little critters with some different images that you can use. Nope, here's some acorns from the die cuts. This one is interesting because you've got different sections that you can cut out and use on projects. So this one's missing because I'm going to use it today. And so I had to cut the other one out to make my sample. And then the back side of this is this pattern, which is really pretty. I love ovals anyway. Then there's this guy, more oval frames. And this is just chock full of images, gardening images. Again, the wellies and the wheelbarrow and shovels and watering cans and buckets and flowers and plants. Then
Oh
we
my.
have, pardon?
Oh my.
Yeah, yeah, really. And then here's vegetables. Look at that. I mean, just squash and celery and asparagus, maybe, and broccoli and onions, asparagus, peppers, pumpkins. I mean, just, and I think this is a sweet paper with the strawberries.
Hmm.
And then the back sides of these. Oh, I think I showed this one. One of these are these little cottages. And this reminds me of when we were in the Cotswolds a couple years ago in England. And you see all these homes that are kind of like this out in the country. And then bunnies. Look at this. Aren't they sweet? It's hard to choose. I'm telling you. Well, let me show you the stamps and dies, and then I'll show you some samples before I make my project. I'm telling you, if you saw my table. All right, Storybook Friends. It is a set of 17 photopolymer stamp sets, and then here's the coordinating dies, and I think there's like 11 of these. And so there's frames. So there's a rectangle, this kind of arched one, and the oval. And then there's some of the critters. So this die cuts out. And the stamps, I should point out to you, are bigger on the inside than what they're showing on the cover. So I don't know if you can see it real well. Can you see them okay?
Yeah, I think it's easier to see the inside of the stamp case, the line art.
This is true. So there you go.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of bunnies. There's a hedgehog, there's squirrels. I think there's a little skunk in here and a little cottage. And the greetings are Easter greetings. Some bunny loves you. Welcome, little one. Happy spring. Thank you so very much. And hello, friend. And then you've got a couple like the stone wall, which again, in the Cotswolds, that's what you saw. Some gardening images there. So the die cut a lot of the images out. So that is this one. And then Storybook Garden Patch is just that. It's gardening. So you've got some pots and a rake and a spade and a basket, a watering can. It looks like some snap peas and strawberries and carrots and radishes and cabbage. And then the dies for this, cut them all out. So lots of fun. Lots you can do with this. I even saved this in case I wanted a little bucket. This
Oh,
actually goes here.
that's a good idea.
I don't know. I haven't used it yet, but that was my thought. All right. Let me show you some samples that I've made with this before I make my project. And they're right here. So I made this one.
Oh,
So she's just kind of getting her garden going in the spring. So I put happy spring on there. And then we have a ton of squirrels in our backyard. I had to do something with that. So again, this is one of those pieces that you can cut out of the sheet that has all the different shapes.
oh yeah.
And these are all die cuts. This is the project we did for my team meeting and Hostess Club last month.
Oh, that's really pretty.
So I die cut out the frame and burnished it with some crumb cake ink. And I took the oval and I also burnished the edges of the oval with some Mossy Meadow. And I did stamp and color our little bunny and use this paper. And I used the embossing folder from Sale-A-Bration on this piece with Hello Friend. And then on the inside, I wanted to do something with that stone wall.
Nice.
So I just stamped that all the way across and put a little bunny in there.
Very sweet.
And then we found this frame
Oh, wow.
at your Aunt Denise's apartment after she passed away last year. And I almost remember this at Grandma's house, this frame. I don't remember if anything was in it, but I cleaned it up a little bit and decided to do something with it. And just took this couple lambs, and I used one of the mosaic embossing folders. And again, I burnished that very lightly with early espresso. And then just use some of the ribbon. Oh, I didn't show the ribbon and the pearls yet. I will. So those were some of my samples that I made with these sweets. And before I forget, because lately I've been forgetting to show you, these are the antique pearls.
I love those.
I do too. I hope they stick around for a while. And then this is the ribbon. So this is a scalloped ribbon. It is petal pink. And the scallops are on both sides. And it's just lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Very shabby chicish, which is me. So me. All right. So my card last week was quite the endeavor. This card, and not because of last week, but this card is just very simple. So this is the piece that's missing from the sheet that has all the rectangles.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So that's what is in this one. So strawberries with a I think that's Moody Mauve gingham.
So is that the size? Is that the exact size that that piece is?
Yes.
On the sheet.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, it's a little bit longer. I cut it down to fit the card, but it's 2 inches wide. And I want to say probably I cut it down to 5 1/4, so maybe it's 5 1/2 on the sheet. I have
Mhm.
two pieces of, anyway, yeah, so the designer series paper, I decided to do my measurements this way this
I
time. I
like
don't know
it.
why. 2 inches by 5 1/4. Mossy Meadow card base, which is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I have two pieces of basic beige, my new favorite neutral, 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then I have two circles. One is Mossy Meadow, and it's the 2 3/8 inch, and then a basic beige one that is 2 1/4 inches. That'll nest on. Okay, and I also am going to use one of the die cuts with the little strawberries. And then I brought out some of the jute. And so I brought out the Moody Mount, but there's also some blue in here that I thought might be kind of fun to
Ooh,
pull some of
yeah.
that in. So you'll have to help me decide when we get down there. Of course, I'm going to use the pearls. So they're going well, there we go. I'll pick them up later.
Uh-oh.
All right. So there's relatively little stamping on this. So I am going to, um, did I have anything on the inside? What did I have on the inside? Oh, I haven't done the inside yet. I'll have to come up with something wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this on the inside. Oh, look what I did. There we go. Not sure what happened there. Something must be caught in my tape runner. All right. Now we're going to glue our designer series paper onto this. And I think I don't want my strawberries upside down. So I'm going to put it on like so. I really have to be careful because I tend to hoard paper and I
Yeah.
need to use it. I mean, that's the bottom line. And we're going to go ahead and put this on the front. Why, what is going on with that? Something's got to be caught in there. Oh, I'm getting down to the end. Maybe that's part of the problem. All right. I'm going to bring out my ink. Very little stamping on this. So I'm using Mossy Meadow ink, and I've picked the thank you so very much as my greeting. I've decided it's time to replace my Mossy Meadow ink. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, mine gets funky
Working.
like that too. I bought a re-inker and I still haven't tried the rinse it out and re-ink it technique.
Well, I think this is hopeless because it's dimpled. But it is, I have to be careful because have to get um an even amount of ink because of the dimples that sometimes I have
Yeah.
to be careful. All right, so we're going to stamp our thank you very much. Thank you so very much. And then I'm going to glue this on this. And I'm going to use liquid glue. Because I'm not sure what's going on with that snail. Or not snail, seal. Besides which I can slide that sucker around. Then I'm going to use dimensionals to put the little strawberries on the tag. So I'm going to just go ahead and glue this on. All right. Close this up before you yell at me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
let me grab some dimensionals, and I've got some little guys here. I find myself, I'm using the little ones more and more.
I don't use them very often, but I feel a greater need for them than I used to.
Maybe that's it. All right. We're going to put that guy right there. Now, Julie, what do you think? Should we use Moody Mauve or
Definitely the blue.
okay.
Yeah, I like bringing that back in there.
All right. And then the other thing that I was thinking of and that I did on my sample, which I'll show you, is I kind of split the fibers because this makes kind of a thick bow, but I don't know. Do you
Mhm.
think it needs the thicker bow?
Um, it's funny. I literally just tied some wild wheat on a card,
Oh,
like when you were first starting your video. And I did split mine and kind of pull it apart a little bit. Um, because I find it to be kind of thick. I think you could go either way on this card though.
I'm gonna try to split it. I did split. You know what? I'm not because I split it on my sample. So I'll show you.
Oh, there you go. We'll have a this or that.
Yeah, well, you and this, that, or this one, because I used another part of that paper to do. It's the same layout, just different. I'll show you. It's using some carrots.
Mm,
So I'm going to put this baby right here. I kind of like the big one. Now to finish it up, we need some pearls,
of course.
of course. So I'm putting them on the paper. So I'm going to put this one here, and let's put a big one down here. No, let's put it, I don't know. Let's put it up here and put a little guy down here. No, I don't like that there. It needs to come out there. Okay. So there it is.
Oh, what a
Nice
sweet
card.
card.
And so here it is with it kind of split apart. So which one do you want?
I think you could go either way with it.
Okay.
Yeah, either one.
Okay. So here's the this or that for me. Let us know what you think. But this is the one I did using some cards.
Oh,
So I used wild wheat as the card base, and I did split apart some wild wheat of the jute. But basically, it's the same card, just different colors, different paper. So this or that. Leave a comment and let us know what you think.
I think I lean towards the carrots. I just really like the Lost Lagoon in the background of that paper.
Ooh. Which one do you want me to send you? You want the carrots?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, either one. You've made two strawberries, so I'll take one of the strawberries.
Okay. You know what? I didn't put any embellishments on here. What? Susan, how about some of these? Do you like those with that?
Um, they're a little dark.
Little dark? All
You
right.
don't want to do the antique pearls?
I suppose I could. Okay. So there's, now we have to be a little careful because we don't have a lot of space here. So we'll put one over here and one maybe over here and another one maybe over here. Yeah, those look
I
nice.
like those. Yeah.
All right. So this or that. And I'm going to flip my um, camera around to take one more look at this.
Great card.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was simple, but I just thought it was sweet. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it just kind of jumped out at me. So there it is. So how many of you have this suite? And what do you think? Is it your style? It's not really Julie's style. I know she has it.
Yeah, I didn't get the vegetable bundle that went with it. I wasn't gonna get the dies for the storybook frames, but those frames really are. They're really special.
They are, and they're great to make that shabby chic look. You know, you just kind of burnish them, bend them a little bit,
Hmm.
even a little tearing, edging things. So it's just a lot of fun. Well, as I'm filming this, it's snowing outside. So of course we have a 45-minute drive
Oh no.
in the snow. Yeah. But I mean, it's not really accumulating because we've had some warm weather. So the pavements are wet, but they're not really slick. So, and it's stayed cold all day today and tomorrow and the next couple days. So anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week coming up ahead. Jules, do you have anything wonderful planned?
No, it's gonna be warmer here, like in the 50s. So
Um,
I know I'm
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 jealous.
really sort of excited about the warmer weather and hopefully a little bit of sunshine too,
Oh, yeah.
to help us get through. I know it'll be cold again because it's February and it's definitely not spring yet, but
Not yet.
the
Not.
groundhog has me ready for ready for spring today.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful week. And until next Sunday stamping with Susan and Julie. Have fun. Thanks for watching.
Bye,
Love
everybody.
y'all.
Bye, Mom. Love
Bye,
you.
Julie. Love you too. All right.